Hey everybody, Aaron here. Welcome to the first day of the 12 days of anime. Now, this video will be kind of a disclaimer for all the 12 days to follow, as well as obviously talking about the first genre that I have, which will be action. Now, what I want to do with these are not review videos. I don't want to make these review videos. I've reviewed all these shows on this list, and these are all shows I've watched personally that I've seen from beginning to end on this list. The thing is that I want to make these videos like a reflection of 2017. I think that's the point of the 12 days of anime, is to kind of reflect on some of the things we saw and loved about the 2017 season leading up to Christmas. Now, what I'm going to do with this, though, is I'm going to make this kind of interesting, hopefully, for you guys and girls, is that I'm going to be talking, like I said before, specifically about my favorite show from that genre. Now, some genres, you can say, oh, that belongs to sci-fi, that belongs to drama, or whatever. And I'll be like, yes, it does, but the same token, it's for me the best representative of that specific genre I'm reviewing at the moment. So, you know, I don't want people to get like, oh, wait, why is this here when it wasn't here? They all fit in the genre. I did my research with it. Don't worry, folks. You know, they fit perfectly for the genre, and they are labeled under that genre. But for me, it was like the best show of that genre specifically. Now, what I will do also is that, you know, the last 2 days, because I'm not going to be able to do genres for 12 days, what I'm going to do is the last 2 days are going to be kind of a surprise type video. The last two will specifically be kind of this interesting thing I wanted to do, that it's not going to be like AMVs or anything like that. It's not going to be anything super extraordinary. It's going to be similar in this type of video format, but it will be, I want to say something kind of fun for me, because it's something that I wanted to talk about already as it is, but I will wait for those 2 days to do that. And some of you might be able to figure out what I'm going to do for them, but we'll talk about that more, I think, near the end. You know, I'll give you guys the kind of surprise for one of them, and I'll give you another surprise for the other one and another video. I'm not going to tell you which video, and I'm not going to tell you when I'm going to do it, because this way it's kind of like a surprise gift to make sure that you watch all the way to the end if you really care about knowing what it is. Now, like I said before, today's first topic is action, and for me, the best action show of 2017, hands down, will be Recreators. Now, I also want to mention, by the way, and I forgot to mention this before in my disclaimer, but a lot of these shows I could have redone in multiple categories. Like I said, I think I said something very similar to that, or under that guise, but I don't want to do that. I wanted to make it where each genre has one specific on there, and, you know, trust me, there'll be some of the big ones will be in here, you know, because they were deserving of being on this list. But, you know, I know for a fact that for me, Recreators, for example, was one of the best action shows of 2017 season. You know, it was close. You know, I want to say that the honorable mentions, or even the follow-ups to it, would be definitely Fate Apocrypha, and even, like, for example, I want to say Attack on Titan, which may or may not be on this list. I'm not going to tell you though. But, you know, Recreators stole it from me, because the fact was, you know, while the show wasn't perfect, it definitely had its faults, especially with the narrative, and the dialogue at times were a little too heavy-handed, and there were also times where some of the dialogue wasn't, I think, executed right. I feel like the pacing was a little off sometimes. When the story got, you know, good, when it got good, and when it actually became really powerful and emotionally driven, it was because of the action sequences leading up to some of the final fights, and especially some of the big fights in the early episodes too. I mean, I think the first 2 episodes alone throw you into this chaos by just having your character being thrown into a world for a second, going, what the heck's going on? And then immediately, you know, realizing, oh, it's like I'm seeing this anime up close, you know, having these characters that should have been fictional now becoming real, and now invading his world and causing all this. I mean, Sota had to deal with a lot of stuff. I know Sota wasn't the best protagonist. He definitely had some, I want to say, underutilized concepts to him, because I feel like he could have been utilized in a lot of better ways, but he definitely stole the show at times, just because it's something of how normal he was and what he went through, especially near the end. And once you started going through his backstory, you find out more about him. But, you know, again, what stole the show for me, though, was the action sequences, because, oh my god, some of them were so well done. You know, Studio Troika did this, and I don't remember too much off the top of my head of what Troika did. I know they did a few other shows, but, you know, for an anime original, because this wasn't based on manga, this wasn't based on a light novel series, etc., it really had some very spectacular scenes where you were watching characters fly, you know, because they were supposed to mimic their characters from various other shows and various other media. and they would clash with each other, especially like just the last fight, for example. And you know, this, trust me, they were more than just the last fight, but how everyone was up against Altair, who was the series' main antagonist. You know, they had mechs fighting here. They had at the same time people on the ground fighting with swords and almost like Persona-like characters. It was insane to me. I loved it. It kept me glued to the screen because it's not anything per se original. It's just something that it did everything different because of the fact of how the whole story set up everything. That it's not something you've seen before in an anime, and that's why I really love the Recreators for the action genre. Anyways, guys and girls, that is the end of the first day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please comment down below telling me what you did think of the first day, and you know, did you want to see more like this? Do you want me to change up anything? I probably have I want to say recorded a few of these already in advance, I hate to say, so you won't see too much difference with either one of them, but I hope you guys like it nonetheless. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great blessed day, everyone. 11 more days to go, and we got, I want to say, Christmas. I'll talk to you guys then. Bye bye, everyone.